What's up, folks? Welcome back to another episode of Geeks and Degenerates. And as you can see from John Mar's excited little face and the things he's holding in
We're
his
talking
hand,
about Gundam again.
yeah, we're talking about Gundam again, baby. Today, we're actually talking about something that's fresh off the presses. Still steaming hot. So we're talking about Gundam Hathaway, the movie that just came out on Netflix, and we're here to share our thoughts on it. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Hope you enjoy your stay. If hope you stick around. Hope you enjoy the video. And without further ado, let's get started by asking what were your first impressions of Hathaway? Let's start with Jomar, since he's the
Oh,
big Gundam guy here.
oh, sorry. A huge continuation of Charles' counterattack, and yeah, I was very excited for this one because I didn't read the novel. I didn't read the manga. I don't know if there was a manga, but I knew there was a novel. Um, but I keep hearing about Hathaway. People are keep saying, "Please make a Hathaway adaptation," and then they did, and then now I'm losing my goddamn mind because I really want to see how this goes because people said it is a god tier Gundam story. So I'm like, okay, I'm in. I'm so fucking in. And it's set in where we live in that well, not Davao, but
We're not in
Philippines.
Davao.
Ooh,
Sure.
Philippines,
it's set in the
Philippines.
Philippines.
proud to be Pinay.
You want some jabi? But
you
yeah,
want you want you want Jabi, ma'am, sir?
you want jabi, ma'am said? Jabi spaghetti. Okay. Anyway, yeah, I was stoked because I didn't know it was gonna be set in Davao. And fuck yeah, I was super excited, and I had a huge smile for a whole fucking year after just a picture alone made me so excited.
Yeah.
How about you, Enzo?
John wouldn't shut up about it. He just kept telling me to watch it. So I already missed out on the IBO. Might as well get on this hype train while it lasts. And watching the movie was blown away by everything. Like, why is John always right when it comes to Gundam?
Cause you gotta listen to your best friend. God damn it!
Gundam's good, bro. Like, it's good shit. I don't know what to tell you.
All right, and the fact that it was set in the Philippines, I was like, oh, my pride is tingling. That's a phrase.
My pride. Oh my god. Okay, let's not be those guys. Oh
Yeah,
man. Okay.
yeah.
So Jomar here has seen Char's Rebellion, which is set 12 years before this movie, if information serves. However, correct me if I'm wrong. Enzo has not seen Char's Rebellion, and I have not seen Char's Counterattack. Yeah,
I haven't seen
neither
it.
of us have seen it. So
I am the only one.
yeah,
I am the Gundam boy.
oh, I'm also the Gundam boy, but I just never saw Char's Counterattack because that came out in the 80s.
And it's really good for being in the 80s.
Yeah,
I like it.
I want to watch it now.
Yeah, yeah, you should. But
Yeah,
carry on.
exactly. Yeah. So I just wanted to ask, what do you guys think of the characters? Let's start with Enzo.
I like all of the characters. Captain Kenneth, Noah Hathaway, who he turns out to be in the end. Uh, Gigi, even though there's some questionable things that characters have with her, like this is just weird. Um, the characters, I like all the characters. They're great, and if I feel like this is a great setup to a series. If they choose to expand on this, this is a great way to start.
Yeah.
They fucking better like
It's gonna be a trilogy movie. So it's
Okay.
what they're doing with Unicorn.
good.
Yeah.
Good. Okay. Anyway, Jomar.
Yeah. For characters, fuck yeah, man. It is surprising though for Noah Hathaway or Hathaway Noah because he was a brat in Char's Counterattack. Like if your first movie of Gundam is Char's Counterattack, you're gonna hate Hathaway Noah, and then you see what he becomes. You're gonna be so confused. But yeah, I love the development of Hathaway Noah. I like it that he refrains from his feelings from Gigi because of some character development, which I will talk about later if yeah we get to that. Also, Gigi and Kenneth, fucking amazing. and especially like little characters like Goman, they all did amazing for her.
I
No?
love Goman.
I love Goman.
He had
Yeah.
like 5 minutes of screen time, but I love that man.
You see him coaching Lane.
Yeah, like literally, like
It's like,
the
you're
guy
gonna get us
you
killed. It's like how Edwin would coach me in a game or some shit.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah.
Except if you were on the enemy team, and
Yeah.
I was stuck there.
If you were the hostage, and if I
Yeah,
died, you died.
exactly.
Yeah. Yeah.
What about the rest of the cast, Jomar?
Rest of the cast.
Yeah.
Um.
So like Kenneth, Gigi, um, that's sort of the only characters I've known, I think.
Yeah, those are the only ones that really stood out. There's also that one girl who, God, I forgot her name. The one with the red hair, smoked a cigarette. Emerald. Emeralda?
Emeralda.
Yeah.
Emeralda.
Yeah. There's Emeralda. She was a cool supporting character. I really want to see more of her because she was actually one of the intense parts of the movie where she had to like grab onto the capsule where the Gundam was held in, and she wasn't blinking at all, and you could see like tears running down her face. I was like, damn, shit's intense. Okay.
Like,
Yeah.
Never has trying to grab something been so intense. As for my thoughts on the characters, like I've never watched Char's Counterattack, so I don't know how Hathaway was as a kid, but this one I'd say is pretty cool. He has the movie makes it clear that he has layers to him, and he's the kind of character like his writing here is done in a way where it makes you want to know more about him because if I feel like there's a lot lying underneath the surface of the character we see in the movie.
Yeah.
And the same goes for some of the other characters like Kenneth and Gigi. Like I want to know more about them. And they're interesting to me. My only problem is like with the side characters, especially the Mafti people. I asked Jomar about this earlier, and he said none of the Mafti guys were in the original movie. So
Correct us if I'm wrong, but I watched Char's Counterattack recently. I didn't see any of them. So just
yeah, yeah. So the way those side characters were handled in this movie is just it's very weird.
yeah. Everybody knew each other already. Like,
Yeah, uh when I was watching it, it kind of felt like the movie expected us to know these characters already. So
Yeah.
maybe this might have been like a movie for like the fans of the Hathaway stuff, Hathaway's Flash.
Yeah, Grace, your sister.
But having that said, I don't think it does a very good job of introducing newcomers to the film and the universe, especially the UC stuff with the new types. Because the only UC stuff I've seen is Unicorn,
hmm.
and for a lot of this movie, when it came to the characters, I was just kind of lost. Like,
Yeah.
am I supposed to
Yeah.
care?
Yeah.
So
Same
like, yeah, that might just be because I don't know the series, and I don't know this subset of the Gundam universe.
I will
So,
add
like,
on to that. Go on,
Maybe
go on.
just you go before I continue.
Oh, okay. Yeah, dude, you're not the only one lost. I'm also lost. I think they just try to print out like Hathaway as like a big boss. He's been doing this for a while. Everybody looks up to him. Everybody relates with him. He's a good leader. I guess that's what they were trying to do. And I don't know. Still, yeah, I agree with you. Like, it is not a good movie for newcomers, but it is such eye candy, though. But yeah, Karen.
that's the one thing I'll give this movie. It's really fucking pretty.
Yeah.
That initial air raid at the hotel, when Gauman is fighting the other two mobile suits.
Yeah.
Like, when Lane sneaks up behind him and stabs the mobile suit through with his energy saber.
Mhm.
Like that shit was pretty.
Pretty lights.
Yeah. Also, like, Dabo has never looked that good.
No, it has not.
No, it's
I'm like,
not.
well, actually, yeah, that's the story. Is that what they're doing is they're sending
Yeah.
the
Well,
poor
yeah.
up into space, and they're sending the rich down
Back
on Earth.
onto Earth.
So
Okay.
yeah, so they're trying to make it more as pretty as possible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, like, this movie was just too short, honestly, for like the characters that were in this.
Yeah.
I get that we're expected to know Hathaway because Char's counterattack.
Yeah.
And Gigi sort of gets a pass as well because of the reference to quests, as Jomar said from when we were talking about this before the review.
Yeah.
Jomar, would you like to expand on that?
Yeah. So Gigi and Quest, pretty much the same characters. The only difference is that she's not riding a mobile suit. And shows a lot more skin. Yeah, a lot of skin.
Yeah. Hmm.
Yeah. But the whole
Wait, before you go on,
Yeah?
speaking of skin, why does everybody want to fuck Gigi, bro?
dude, there's a weird thing.
Why?
In Char's counterattack, everybody wanted to fuck Quest.
Like,
Everybody wanted to fuck Quest. I'm like, why?
like I get it. I get it. Pretty anime girl, pretty wife. Like, I get it. I really do. But why is everyone in this movie a fucking pedophile?
Okay, I think she is 19 though, if I remember the encyclopedia. Sorry, the wiki. But I could be wrong though. I remember somebody saying that she was 19. Okay, but
Well,
still, why is everybody like such a
she's
creep?
definitely under 20.
Yeah, they said she's under 20. So she
Yeah.
could be 18 or 19. But still, why are people so
Jay
fucking
has a
creepy in this
good-
fucking show?
How old is Hathaway?
25.
Maybe you have
25.
a gooder heart.
Yeah.
Cool.
He was
Okay,
13 in
that's-
Char's counterattack.
Okay, so that's not that bad. That's not
Hmm.
Not a
25,
parent's
19,
man.
or alright, whatever. But everyone else!
Yeah, like the politicians. The fucking
The big politician in the plane. It's like, you had your fun, it's my turn. Like, what?
Yeah, you had your chance. It's my turn. I'm like,
Ew.
Ew. Like, no.
Well, I will say though that I actually do kind of appreciate that detail, especially when Gigi explains to Kenneth her relationship with her sponsor, whatever his name was. They said his name once, and
I forgot as well.
It's like Bauman something.
Balam, yeah, it had like around
Buddha.
18 letters.
Yeah, Mr. Booty Poppin. Yeah, it's like an 80 something, and he gets terribly lonely. And I like how Gigi says, "I'm not as pure as you think." So like,
yeah.
I think it adds an interesting layer to her character, and it's like, oh,
And I'm just saying, Gundam hasn't refrained from child trafficking before. They've done it in Unicorn and Double Zeta. And,
yeah. Gundam is very unafraid to tackle darker themes like this.
yeah.
So like one thing I've noticed in a lot of Gundam media is a lot of the main like female leads are usually sort of the more naive kind of highborn kind of type.
Yeah.
At least with the ones I've seen, right?
Yeah.
Like
So funny.
the first one I think of is Play All-Star from Gundam Seed. And then you have I already forget her name. Damn, from IBO.
Cordelia, Aina
Cordelia.
Ballenstein.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also Lacus Klein, I would say, but she becomes a captain.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. But the thing is, those female leads are from a series, and over the course of the series, you see them grow into like smarter, more I guess like clever people, clever
Or dead.
characters. Intelligent or dead. Oh, man.
Or dead.
In the case of Sam.
That's the problem.
But-
But Gundam Seed fans out there.
Yeah.
Kakahiya.
Gigi stands in a very interesting position compared to those characters. Where
Hmm.
it's like, it's very clear that she's not that kind of uh, pure-hearted blank
Princess
slate.
Lucky, Wagi.
Like
Yeah.
she starts like she's already aware, like in her through line as a character over the course of this story, however long it goes. Well, the trilogy, like she's not like starting from zero.
Yeah.
She's not like a total blank slate that just grows and develops as the series goes on. She has these characteristics about her, and she has these experiences that ultimately I think make it very
Maybe you have
interesting,
no
and
protector for
I
PP.
it plays
But if it's a
well
flying
into how she
PP,
interacts with the
it's
characters.
sad.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, Kenneth. I want to see more of him, especially because in Japanese he's voiced by one of my favorite
First it's
voice actors,
PP, then
Junichi
it's
Suwabe.
Meme.
Oh, who did he voice? Who else did he voice?
Hmm?
Who else
Archer.
did he voice? Ah, no wonder. Bondo Masud.
I am the Bonomasud. Oh,
Uh,
I know that voice anywhere.
yeah, especially Gawman. I remember that voice actor as
Oh
well.
yeah.
Yeah.
Gaman and Junichi Suwabe. Like Gaman's voice actor's name escapes me though, but I know that voice.
Yeah.
I know his voice. I've seen it. I've
He
heard
was
it.
he was in Fire Force and
Yeah.
and some other things, but he has a very distinct voice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, cool. But yeah, the main characters, great characterization. I want to see more of them. The side characters,
Yeah, who fed him?
the fuck, dude.
Right.
Yeah,
Like, well, I guess this is like an introduction. I wouldn't mind having the second movie more on the side characters. Hopefully, the main characters is still there.
An
and
equal
still have the
balance.
spotlight on them. Yeah,
Well,
an
well,
equal balance.
Well, yeah, but it's like the side characters aren't even like side characters in this one. Like they just kind of like, oh hey, it's Mafty, it's the boss man.
It's Boss Man, and Matthew's like, hey, and that's
Yeah,
pretty much it.
and the side characters, especially the Mafty guys, are treated as if we're supposed to know who they are already.
Yeah.
I hope we get some more info about them as the trilogy goes on.
Yeah.
But there just wasn't that much of it in this movie. Like I honestly feel like this movie was too short. Like
Yeah, same here. Char's counterattack was 2 hours and probably 20 minutes. This one was
Yeah.
1 hour and 30.
yeah, this
Like,
was this one was an hour and a half.
yeah.
Like it would have benefited from another 15-20 minutes.
Yes, I would have agreed.
Grabe,
And
I
I have one gripe. What the fuck was that last shot? What the fuck was that last shot? Of
so-
horrible CGI Hathaway just walking away. I was like, oh god.
Uh,
And then that's when they bring up the Alexandra song. Okay.
so since drummer started going off about it, let's talk about the story a little
She's
bit.
there.
Right. So
She's there.
Drummer, would you
She's
care
saying there's a
to
lot of
run us
action.
through just the basic nitty gritty?
A basic nitty gritty. So
it's
yeah,
Marines.
so Mafty or Hathaway, I like calling him Mafty. He had a dumb reason being on the plane. He wanted to see the politicians that he's about to assassinate, and look them straight in the eye, and then just go. He didn't need to be in Davao, but he just went just because he had a little bit of care. And then yeah.
pictures you sent were beautiful.
And then now the entire movie is just him trying to escape the Federation,
Yeah.
and because of his fuck up, and now he has to release his actual, trump card, which is the Gundam
Your cat.
that they had got in space. But yeah, his entire reason why he's in Davao is because he wanted to look at those people in the eye before he blows their hotel up. So Mafty is not really much of a, yeah, he is a terrorist, but he is like more of a freedom fighter.
I guess so.
Yeah, and
Oh, yeah.
he meets Gigi along the way as well.
Yeah, Mafty does some fucked up shit though.
Yeah, Matthew has done a lot of fucked up shit. And you could tell he's done this before.
yeah,
And, it's... Matthew is pretty much trying to destroy this corrupt, very corrupt Earth Federation government. Like, to us, we've seen, their Federation as the goody two-shoes people. against Neo Zeon, but nah, they went corrupt. Everything's martial law. If you're poor, I mean, if you're rich, they let you go. Yeah, that's pretty
Yeah.
much a
Nice,
synopsis
huh?
of it.
Okay, so having that said, what did you guys think of the storytelling? Let's start with actually I'll start.
Yeah.
So they go there. They go
Like
there in May
going into
because
this
it's
review,
hot in
I
Texas
actually
in
thought
May.
the storytelling was like
Is that
pretty
what they're
tight. Like I
avoiding
thought it
the
was good.
weather?
But the more we talk about it, the more it's just like I there are a lot of things that like were kind of missing for me. And again, like if you're watching this video and you're familiar with the Hathaway's Flash stuff, like I don't know, like drop like go to the comments, crucify me.
Squirrels.
Uh, but it just didn't do.
No, it's not that. It's nothing bad. It's
Okay.
just the crucifixion and Hathaway's. Is,
Huh?
I will not spoil anything.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay. So anyway,
Hmm.
I just feel like it wasn't the setup wasn't there.
Yeah. There
Like
was no
you,
setup.
you kind of just they kind of just drop us into it. It's not really they don't really set up the story's
So the place is
motivation
called
well.
Normandy.
Uh,
The town.
for as fast as the pacing in this
Okay.
movie is, I think there's a bit of floundering around.
Lake City.
Like there were some moments here that could have been used. Actually, not even because like this movie's runtime is so fucking short. Like maybe
One
they
hour
should
and
have just
30. Yeah.
yeah maybe they should have just cut down on the content. There no, I don't know, man. But it just felt like there was something. Okay, like let me put it this way. It very much feels like one or just one part of the story. It feels like a setup for the rest of Hathaway's
Mm.
Flash. Like this movie had its moments, yes. Like it had a lot of cool moments, like that last fight. Uh, but judging it as a movie by itself,
Ah.
it didn't hit that hard. I think. Like, uh, see,
You
here's the
don't
thing.
know
Like,
what happened. If
I don't
you're
know what the
honest.
stakes are yet. Like, I don't know what uh Mafty exactly is fighting for. I know what they're fighting for, like as like what they've said and like what's been told to us, but I haven't been shown it yet. I haven't been shown what they're willing like what they're willing to sacrifice, I guess. Or what the enemy is willing to sacrifice to stop them. There's not I felt like that sense of conflict and that push and pull was kind of missing in this movie. Like instead of one movie in a trilogy, it felt like the first third of one whole movie, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I agree with you. I really do agree with you.
Yeah, like you can see the overarching story, but there's not much of
Wait, is that
an
is
actual
that
like
part of the
story
mountain range
within
of that
just this
that
individual
writer?
movie.
What's her name?
I think.
Cheryl
Like,
Strayed.
Jomar, what are your
That is
thoughts?
a movie.
Um,
Is
with the
that
story?
the Pacific Northwest?
Yeah,
Is that part of
like
Oh.
that?
just going off
There's
of
a
what I said.
chain of
I don't know.
mountains. like that.
Yeah. Yeah, I do agree with you. It does feel like this is like one third of a movie, and I guess that's what they had to work with. I don't know if the Hathaway book is very long, but yeah, I mean, it does leave us wanting more. But I really did want more,
What?
but I just wanted more now. I don't know. For me, the story in itself is very intriguing, and I do see what Edwin means is like he doesn't know what they're fighting for really,
Not a lot.
because I think they're not showing us the struggle yet of
Yeah, it's more like I
Yeah.
haven't felt it yet.
yeah. There is no struggle yet. Yeah,
Yeah,
they kind of
we
showed
know
it
what
that
we know what it is on
Alicia.
paper.
yeah
Like
they didn't show it to us. They just showed us somewhat of a struggle of
Europe naman.
trying to evac our boss from the Philippines. I did like the smart moves that they do. I do like that they're not very forward thinking when it comes to it. You could tell that Hathaway is very flexible when it comes to thinking, and I love the little bits of say when they're evacuating the hotel and they're supposed to meet up with Emeralda. They could have gone to the car and gone straight to the base, but he had to bring Gigi with him. But he didn't want to bring Gigi with him, so he deviated from the route, and they eventually met up with Kenneth, and he dropped off Gigi at Kenneth so she could take care of him, and then he leaves. I find that really smart. I really love the writing and the direction, how they direct, how smart Hathaway is. I love it that Hathaway is smart. You could tell that they're not. They try their best to not stand out. So that's why there's a lot of like downtime. Like he is a terrorist boss. He has to not stand out. And I love those moments where they're just talking. They look like tourists. I like the slow moments. And then it just builds up to those huge ass fights, like the night scene, and then Penelope versus Sai. It builds up to really great moments. But then again, it is very lackluster. But it does make you want to go for more. It really does.
Enzo?
Any thoughts? Ed?
Yeah, as Edwin said, the storytelling is tight. It's so tight that it's not wide enough for newcomers almost. And as Edwin pointed out, there's a lot of meandering. I know there's a point of him trying to blend them, trying for him not to stick out as the head of Mafia itself. But like it is a lot of meandering. So it's like I'm kind of bored. So the opening is like a top and goes the last battle's a top too for me.
Well, I guess the middle one was also kind of up. It was going like this.
Yes, like somewhere like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it very much felt like
yeah.
that's how I would kind of like describe this movie.
Yeah. I do
Like,
like.
it kind of just stops here because like there's nothing else at
Okay,
this point.
I did love the middle fight scene and how it's shown not through the perspective of the pilot, but of the people on the ground.
Yeah,
Of how
unvaccinated
of how terrifying it would be if there was actual mobile suits fighting around your city. Like that is really nice. And
Yeah.
they went all out with the art here, like really all out, except for that
Oh, yeah.
last scene.
we don't talk about the last scene, but
We don't talk
the
about
rest
the
of it, mwah. Chef's kiss.
Good job, Netflix. Good job on your anime department.
Yeah, good job, Sunrise. Was this animated by Netflix? Or did they
Oh
just,
no, it's by
Netflix it?
Sunrise. It's
Yeah,
just like
That's what I
sorry.
thought.
Yeah, good job, Sunrise. I love you.
Yeah, but like Sunrise has just been like hitting it out of the park lately.
Yeah, they were.
It's
And
like Thunderbolt, IVO,
I would say Unicorn as well for its time.
Unicorn. Yeah,
Yeah.
actually, like for the time it was made, Unicorn it looks very good.
Yeah.
Honestly, like all of the Gundams have looked like top tier. Like
Yeah,
for their
I would say so.
for their
You
respective
know what I
eras.
like? He says, I will
Yeah.
not sacrifice.
I would say that
the sense of
all of them build fighters,
for the
side stories.
unvaccinated. I want them to go back
Very
to
generic
school
anime-esque,
and
but they're
enjoy
so good
their
nonetheless.
lives.
Well,
So all the
we just talk about the
vaccinated
mainline
people can
ones.
go
Mainline
out
ones,
and do
okay.
unvaccinated.
We don't talk about the
Stay
build fighter
home.
stuff.
I didn't build a Gundam from there.
Diba? It's true. Why do
We
the
don't talk about the
vaccinated
one where
people
they're
have to
toys.
suffer, diba? That's a good.
That's kind of a cool concept though, but then they ruined it.
Yeah. Uh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
so.
Because of the Delta.
Another thing I want to say is I love this movie soundtrack.
Yeah.
Dude,
we
Hiroyuki
Yes.
Sawano is just amazing.
Hiroyuki Sawano just he don't miss, bro. He don't miss.
He don't miss. He never misses. He could play that piano all day. I'll listen.
Oh, man.
Like Enzo, I've been telling you to listen to his shit.
Yes, but
He's the one who he did the soundtrack for Attack on Titan as well, and Gundam Unicorn. So if you didn't know,
like
okay.
Hiroyuki Sawano, Yuki Kajiura.
No, I rotate.
Yuki Kajiura, another god tier composer.
Like those two. Like when it comes
Yeah.
to like making OSTs. Mwah.
Hospital. It's not naman a clinic.
Yeah,
It's a
absolute
hospital. That's
peak.
just for OP.
And I swear,
all they
Alexandra's.
do there.
I never get tired of your song.
So
Alexandra's song, it's pretty much
in
titled
one go.
Flash, which is very, fitting. Dude, like, I know this movie have come out for a while now. It came out July
No,
1,
that's why
and it's
I'm
July
still
25
employed.
now. And I still listen to the song every day. I'm like, it's a pretty good song.
Christina, di ba
With,
may
like,
mga
their actual music
pag
video is, like,
push,
scenes
di
from the
ba?
movie, which is super
There's
nice.
nothing
So
to
I'm like,
do at
damn.
home except
Yeah.
sex
Yeah, like
and
this
eat.
one-
So
I
it's
don't know.
either you're obese
Anyway,
or you're
anyway.
I love this movie so much.
Diba?
Uh,
That's what's happening.
so
Or
is there anything I
combination
missed?
of
Is
both.
there
You're
anything
pregnant
else
with
you guys want to talk
diabetes
about
because
that you
you've
liked
eaten
about
so
the movie
much.
that you disliked?
I have so many things.
Or is
What
it-
were what were you guys' thoughts on the final fight between Penelope and Sai?
Sinabi ko na, you're supposed to gain 1 pound a week. You gain 9
Honestly,
pounds in
I
4
really
weeks.
liked it.
Yeah, it's just like a very quick but tasteful way.
Yeah.
It's quick, tasteful, and
Like,
more importantly, and like I say this because you were
magsisiyas ka,
commenting
hindi kita
about
lahat sa
Hathaway's
halaman.
intelligence earlier.
When you go back home to
It's
your
very
family, you say,
cerebral.
sabi ni Doktora, masisiyas
Like,
ako kasi sa halo-halo. That
Like
would be the truth.
the way the fight is resolved
Ayoko
is
masiyas. Huwag kang kumain ng
basically
halo-halo.
just pure strategy from Hathaway,
So
and
bad.
basically a
So
gamble
bad.
that
So bad.
says a lot about his character. I think.
But not when you're
Like,
pregnant.
like he uses his own beam rifle as a decoy
Yeah.
before he basically fucks Lane up, and doesn't kill him. Like, I'm interested in why
Hello,
that
my
is.
patient ate a halo-halo every
Again,
day.
again, like I haven't seen Char's counterattack, so like,
Special pa with
maybe
It's
the
a-
answer is there. But it might also be in the rest of Hathaway's Flash when we start to learn more about Hathaway as he is now.
hmm
But like he did make that comment of, "Oh, Lane's an
Maureen
honorable
will
man."
not even
So
get
like,
fat if she eats one
it's
every
interesting.
Yeah.
She would still
He
be
did, like,
siguro
relate to
also,
Lane a little
if I
bit,
eat
right?
one
He said like,
halo-halo,
"Oh, I was like that when I was a kid."
the double
Yeah.
When I
cheese
first,
triple.
Yeah. Any thoughts on the fight, Enzo?
I like, as I pointed out, I like how strategic Hathaway turns out to be because he is the leader of this group and he has to be. Otherwise, why are you the leader? We would question if he wasn't so strategic. Why are you the leader fighting this federation? Who's after you in the first place?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also will say that I don't know. I just love that bargaining scene where they had Gauman and the other Gundam, and yeah, and he had to jump. Was it he ejected Gauman out of the Gundam, and they had to like time it properly for him to
Sorry, Gene,
land
it
on
was
the
so
cockpit.
cute. Ay,
I don't know. I love that
That
scene.
was that was really good. That was really good.
That was
for
really
sure.
fucking good. And yeah, like for me, it is very tasteful. I like that fight a lot because we got a lot of fight from in the city scene, but this time, sure, it was short, but it was very nice,
That's good.
and I can't wait for
Yeah.
more.
That's good.
Yeah, I definitely want to see more.
Yeah, and I will say one complaint. They did say that there was a scene, there was a moment where there was a submarine, and they had to take it out with an old mobile suit. I wish I saw that. I wish we
Yeah.
saw that scene. I wanted to see
Yeah.
an old mobile suit being used.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my
Like it would have been like an extra 30 seconds.
Yeah, right. You could just show this mobile suit, launches a
Yeah,
torpedo at it, and
like-
blows it up.
Like in the future, please show, don't tell. Like,
Yeah.
show me what happens.
The walking the dogs. Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
okay. Anyway, Enzo, do you have anything you wanted to add?
And Hathaway's not in this 0 out of 10. I'm kidding.
No Princess Diaries. Damn it.
Yeah, you had to do it.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
had to do it to him.
You had to do it to him.
I just can't believe how they made Davao so beautiful. So looked so pretty in its life. That's not really. I'm not being mean to it, but I'm saying Japan makes a lot of things beautiful.
I'm
And
just,
Jollibee.
I'm just
Jollibee.
glad they gave. I'm just glad they made Jollibee look as good as it deserves.
Hell yeah!
It's like,
You saw that face.
that's happiness right there. Like,
That's happiness right there. That's what I
happiness,
call
right?
it. Jolly.
It's in the name.
Worse, you don't eat them.
So with that said, let's move on to our verdicts, shall we?
Yeah.
Let's see, Enzo, what would you rate this movie?
The beautiful animation and the interesting characters. But aside from that, the meandering and the fact that we don't know to what end this is going to go to. I'm gonna give it an 8, a fair 8.
And then,
An 8.
I will say the same thing where the beautiful animation, the storytelling, the character development,
Big gap, I think.
all amazing. I would say 10 out of 10 on their execution. But yeah, the slow pace, I don't know if it's for good for like newcomers.
Jenny.
And the story is a little bit lacking, especially with the character development of other crew members or other characters. I have 2 scores for this because I am very biased with Gundam. I will give this an 8 out of 10 as a cinematic standpoint.
I have a friend.
And I'll give this a 9.5 out of 10 for my enjoyment alone because I do love Gundam.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair.
So
like,
all her
it wasn't
college
really
age
the
children are,
the slowness that
busy with
killed
their
it for
lives.
me. It just
Little
there just
baby
wasn't
man.
enough of it.
He's the baby
Yeah.
of our batch.
They could have used a lot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
good thing, but like
She was menopausal.
like I enjoyed this movie. I did, and like I just felt
And
like
she
there was
was like,
something missing.
"Guys,
Like
it's
I wanted
wrong,
more.
wrong." Ay, naku,
Like,
ang hirap nitong
this-
menopause
like-
na to.
like,
I
here's
think
the thing,
I
like,
have ultrasound 'cause my
this movie
abdomen
doesn't
feels
feel
really
complete
funky and whatnot.
to me.
Then we were all
Like,
at the dinner.
It definitely
She
feels
didn't
like
come
it's
because she wasn't
just
feeling
one
well.
smaller
sent all
part
of us a
of
text,
one larger
sending
story.
you my ultrasound
And,
results, and we were all like,
Uh,
why would she send it?
I
Oh
f-
my God,
I
there
feel
must be
like
a mass.
I feel like
Maybe
this
it's
series
just
this
cancer.
would have
You know,
worked better
doctors, we think the
as
worst.
a
Why would you
series
send an ultrasound during dinner? It
than a
must be
movie.
bad. It
Agreed.
must be bad. We all opened our phones.
So having that
We all
said,
looked at each other. It's a baby.
like again,
It's a
if
baby.
I could
Oh
just
my
be
God,
talking
she's
out of my ass
pregnant.
because I never saw Charles counterattack.
Then we all started
But,
laughing. It was like, what?
I'm gonna give this one.
49?
I'm gonna give it a 7. Like it's like a solid like high 7. But
That's fair enough.
yeah,
Four.
like at the end of the
That
day,
was
I
the
still
fourth.
like really enjoy this
Yeah.
movie. Like it's beautiful. Like
And when she got pregnant
I love the art. I love the
the
animation. I
youngest
love the
is the age of
soundtrack. I
Lucille.
love the
They were
main
about to go
characters.
into-
Couldn't give less of a shit about the side
was
characters
it
for now,
senior
except Gammon.
high or college?
Gammon is
Senior
beautiful,
high,
man. I
senior
love him.
high.
But yeah, give it a 7. So with that said, I have one last question. What's
10?
what's your favorite Gundam media that you've seen so far?
Oh, I thought you were gonna say, "What's your favorite Gigi moment?"
I don't know if what was your favorite waifu.
Yeah, same here.
I
Gundam
mean,
media.
yeah,
Mm.
your favorite piece
Christina
of Gundam
crawling
media.
in Makati
So, like,
Med,
TV series,
you know,
film.
after her CS
Oh,
with her pain. I never forget that.
do I be specific on the
When
name?
she told me that story, I was like so
Yes.
appalled. At
Ah,
the
yes.
nurses.
Gundam 8th MS Team, which is one of my favorite
Hmm.
Gundam shows. Not the highest, but like it's up there. Gundam 8th
Okay.
MS Team. Really popular.
Okay. And so you the only other piece of Gundam media you've seen is IBO, right?
And Unicorn.
And Unicorn. So what would your favorite be so far?
IBO, definitely.
Yeah,
IBO?
IBO second.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna get a lot of flack for this.
You're gonna say Seed, aren't you?
I'm gonna say Seed.
I hate you. I hate you.
Look. I know it has its faults. I know, and I acknowledge everything that is wrong with Gundam Seed. Alright? But like I know, like I hate Space Jesus just as much as everyone. But there's just something about it, man. Like
It hits different. It hits different.
okay, like I think it's because Gundam Seed was like the first piece of Gundam media that I remember seeing, I think, and like that was when I was like first introduced into kind of the magic of the Gundam universe. So like even through all its faults, it'll forever hold a special place in my heart.
Okay, TM Revolution made an amazing soundtrack, so I get you.
Yeah, exactly. Like Invoke.
Invoke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Banger soundtrack, still one of my favorites today to this day, and
Same
also Believe, which is the
like
third
a
opening, I
Seth,
think.
you,
Yeah.
Sandy,
I listen to
Birdie.
those regularly on my Spotify.
And Realize, I think it was the name. Realize.
Realize which one was that?
I think it was like the first opening, or was that in Gundam Seed Destiny? I am not sure.
I think that's Destiny because the first opening for Seed
Oh,
is
right,
Invoke.
when you don't menstruate.
Okay. I'm pulling up my Spotify for that one. Sorry.
So anyway, that'll do it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you,
Cause I did.
I did too.
Of course, Jomo did.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
as always, like we got a lot more content coming up, so
Hell
please
yeah.
stay tuned. As usual, you can find me on twitch.tv/dirty. I'm gonna start streaming regularly very soon again because we're about to do ultimate rating. You can follow Jomar on Instagram at Geom, and you
All
can
caps.
catch
I
all
do
caps,
because I turned on
and
my
he posts
notifications.
he posts art on there, so check him out. His art is really good. Like, highly recommend it. And Enzo, you can find him at I'll text you the address later.
Cool.
Yeah, find him on this find him on the street. No, where can they find you, Enzo?
You can find me on Instagram and Twitter. All the links are down below.
Yeah. So again, thank you guys for watching this video. We hope you enjoyed this as much as we have. If you don't agree with my opinions, crucify me. See, there he goes again. If you like this video, leave a like. If you want to see more of our content, because we have a lot more content coming up, please subscribe. And until then, well, stay safe. You know, get vaccinated if you can. Like, we're almost done with this shit. If you don't trust it, like, speak with your local physician and trust them over a fucking article or a YouTube video. Like, please, please. So stay safe.
It's the app.
Have a good one, and we'll see you next time. Cheers.
Bye bye.
Ikimasu.